Good morning, YouTube. Today, we're going to install some SLiPLO scrape guards on this Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. We're also going to install some carbon fiber parts.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and well, over here is Adam. And right here is our Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera, which if you've hopefully been watching, you know that we just changed out the clutch, we threw in a Klein exhaust, and it's basically ready to drive. We have to calibrate the clutch. But before we do that real quick, and it gets on the road, we're gonna install some SLiPLO scrape guards under the front of the car because this thing sits really low, and it's gonna scrape. So we wanna prevent it from scratching up the bumper really badly. These things work great. They're also really cheap, and they're available on our website, normalguysupercar.com. If you use the code NGS10, it takes off 10% the SLiPLO scrape guards. Also, real quick, if you'd like to support us, please like, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate when you guys do it. It does help out the channel, so thank you so much. But hey, let's get wrenching on this thing and make this car a little bit better. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna have to do is, of course, get this car up in the air. But before we do that, real quick, I'm gonna show you the SLiPLO scrape guards. All right, so here's what comes in the kit. So they actually changed the SLiPLO scrape guards. It used to be that you had to use this adhesive promoter thing and then stick these on. The new system, you just stick them on. Well, I mean, you should clean the parts first, so we're obviously going to clean the... Stop that, that's kind of weird. So obviously you want to clean the bumper first with some rubbing alcohol, just to make sure it's not like bonding to dirt and stuff. But what's cool is these are completely flexible. So that means you can actually have it round corners and other things like that. You can also trim them using just scissors. That makes it so that we can make this form to exactly what we want. Of course, they are made of this like really nice, slippery kind of, I guess, nylon or something. And so once these get chewed up by scraping a bunch, then you can just yank them off and put on new ones. And then your bumper is in good shape. So theoretically, it shouldn't cause any harm. It's completely reversible. You're not drilling holes, which is a big thing for me. I hate the idea of drilling holes in your bumper just to protect your bumper. It seems stupid. Okay, YouTube, so you can see the Gallardo actually has these little bumps that are clearly designed to protect the bumper, but as you can see, it's, well, not doing a perfect job. So that's pretty scraped up. This is also pretty scraped up, and then this side's pretty much chewed up. So the good news is when you see the marks on the bumper, when it's already kind of messed up, that kind of tells you exactly where we need to place the SLiPLO scrape guards. So what we're gonna do is just get some rubbing alcohol, clean up all of this, and then start applying some SLiPLO scrape guards. I'm probably gonna do like 2 layers of them just to actually cover as much as we can, so it should be pretty good. Okay, so we've got a bunch of rubbing alcohol and some rags, and we're just gonna put some of this on the rags and scrub it down and then dry it off. All right, so what we're gonna do is just kind of figure out where approximately we want these things. I think I kind of want it like out here, and then we'll bend it around this corner, and then we'll just keep tracking more of them all the way down. But you want it kind of near the front edge, but back just a little bit so you can't actually see it when it's on the ground. So maybe like, I'm gonna say like maybe a ½ an inch in is what I did on previous cars, and it looked pretty good. All right, YouTube, there we go. We've got 2 layers of SLiPLOs up front because, well, here's where all of the substantial scrapes were happening. So you can see it kind of just goes right over. What's cool is they actually can conform to curves. See that right there? It's curving. So super easy. It took me like all of maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And we were bullshitting the whole time. So yeah, we didn't exactly focus on it. Anyway, and I'm gonna lower the car now, and you'll see once it's on the ground, you basically can't see them. So to be fair, this car's been lowered, but it is sitting on wood blocks right now, and you can see, well, you can't see. Hold on, you gotta get way down here. Oh, okay, there, now I can start to see them. So even from this angle, you can't see those. So you're not gonna ever see them.
It's even more ugly than seeing SLiPLO.
What?
Exposed plastic fiberglass from being ground off in your driveway.
Right, yeah.
It's really atrocious to look at.
And expensive.
It can be.
Yeah. So those are only like, I don't know, 70, 80 bucks each with the 10% discount. And most cars, 2 boxes gets away with it. Sometimes you need a 3rd, but I would say start off with 2 and you're pretty good. And best of all, if like a couple of those get worn down, we can just yank them off and throw on new ones.
A few moments later.
So we have some parts that we're gonna install today. We have a top speed carbon fiber kit for the vents and for the upper control panel, I guess. Anyway, they are basically just a cover. It's not actually like replacing the parts. They stick on using like some 3M tape, so it's pretty easy to install. And we actually sell these on our website, normalguysupercar.com. you can use the code NGS10. It'll take off 10% anything Top Speed sells. Go check out our website. They have a ton of cool carbon fiber parts. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty nice. It'll just add a little bit of extra oomph in the interior of this car because, well, the vents are kind of boring and that top trim piece is kind of ugly. Also, real quick, if you could like, share, and subscribe, we do appreciate that. It does help us out. So thank you so much for all of you that do that. All right, so you can see the kit comes with all of these trim rings. These are for these vents right here. It goes on the outer edge. And then it also has these little inner pieces that actually are the little flaps. And then, of course, like I said, we have this big piece right here, which is the panel, which is actually up there. It's kind of hard to see. We don't have much light. I'll have to get a flashlight. Basically, what we're going to do is we're just going to clean them up using some rubbing alcohol. Then we apply some of this adhesion promoter and then stick them on. That's it. It's going to be super easy, hopefully. I shouldn't have said that because then I just jinxed ourselves. But we'll give it a shot. All right, got some rubbing alcohol on a rag, and we're just going to gently scrub it and get it nice and clean. Trying not to get too much onto the Alcantara.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
So those are the carbon fiber pieces that are going to go onto these little vents. You can see basically now that it's cleaned up, we're going to use the adhesion promoter, put some of that on there, and then stick these on there, which they have a ton of these like little sticky pads. So I believe we kind of just coat most of the surface with that adhesion promoter. We've got to be kind of careful not to get it on any of the Alcantara. That would be bad. All right, YouTube, check that out. That actually looks really nice. Another interesting thing that's just kind of anecdotal is these vents were kind of getting loose, and now they actually seem to like stick pretty decently. I think because it kind of like rubs just the tiniest bit. So I actually think it's gonna help be able to make the vents function better. But when they're closed, yeah, that looks really, really good. And then of course up here, you can see that looks really nice. That is just a cool little thing to make them look better just overall. So, all right, you can see that versus that. Yeah, that looks much cooler. All right, YouTube, look how much nicer that looks. That looks really good, and it took us all of maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Super, super easy to do. Just a nice, easy fix to make things look a little bit better in here. I am very pleased with that, and it's not nearly as expensive as trying to actually get carbon fiber vents for that. So just in case you're wondering, yes, this was a sponsored video. Top Speed did send us those for free, so we do sell a lot of their stuff. It's on our website. Again, go visit normalguysupercar.com. Use the code NGS10. It hooks you up with 10% off any of our Top Speed products. They're usually one of the cheapest on the market, so check it out. Their carbon fiber stuff is excellent quality. That carbon fiber looks really, really good, super easy to install, and the cut of it was really precise. So all those pieces fit perfectly. We didn't have any trouble at all. Quick, easy job to make the car look a lot better. You guys should like, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate when you guys do it. It does help us out. So we're gonna be doing a lot more cool car stuff. So you're gonna wanna stay tuned.
It'll be carbon fibery?
It'll be lighter.
Lighter, there you go.
Although it won't be because we're adding stuff. Whatever, anyway.